Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're taking a very special journey into automotive history and modern innovation, with a car that has been called the people's car for generations. Yes, I'm talking about the Volkswagen Beetle, but not just any Beetle. We're reviewing the 1938 Volkswagen Beetle, beautifully reimagined and reborn for 2025. This particular model, finished in a sleek and elegant gray, is one of the most fascinating blends of vintage heritage and modern engineering you'll see in today's automotive world. The Beetle has always been more than just a car, it's a cultural icon, a statement of simplicity, reliability, and charm. From its humble beginnings in the late 1930s to its massive popularity in the 1960s and beyond, the Beetle has touched lives across generations. And now, in 2025, Volkswagen has breathed new life into this legend, keeping its nostalgic essence while offering the kind of performance, comfort, and technology expected by today's drivers. So buckle up as we dive deep into every detail of this gray 1938 Volkswagen Beetle reimagined for 2025. We'll explore its timeless exterior, the surprisingly refined interior, the performance upgrades under the hood, and of course, the pricing and value for collectors and enthusiasts alike. Exterior. Let's start where first impressions matter most, the exterior design. When you look at this Beetle, you can instantly recognize its DNA. The rounded silhouette, the flowing fenders, and the bug-eyed headlights are unmistakably Beetle, yet here they've been refined to look fresh and modern. The gray paint on this model adds a contemporary touch of sophistication, striking a balance between nostalgia and elegance. It's subtle yet stylish, and it gives the car an understated confidence. Volkswagen has done something clever here, they didn't try to reinvent the Beetle's face. The headlights retain that iconic circular look, but now they feature full LED technology with a subtle ring-shaped daytime running light that enhances visibility while paying tribute to the original design. The chrome bumper elements are slimmed down compared to the original 1938 Beetle, but they remain as a nod to the past, seamlessly integrated into the bodywork for a smoother, more aerodynamic profile. The side profile is perhaps the most charming angle. The rounded roofline and pronounced wheel arches evoke the classic Beetle shape, but modern proportions ensure it doesn't look dated. Sitting on 18-inch retro-inspired alloy wheels, finished with polished chrome hubcaps, the car perfectly bridges old-school charm with modern practicality. The gray finish contrasts beautifully with chrome trim details around the windows and handles, reminding you of the Beetle's timeless simplicity. At the rear, the Beetle's playful personality shines. The small oval-shaped rear window, a direct callback to the early Beetles, has been reimagined with modern glass and integrated rear cameras. The taillights are compact, minimal, and LED-powered, yet shaped to echo the traditional Beetle look. The subtle Volkswagen script on the rear deck lid completes the design, standing proudly as a blend of history and modernity. Altogether, the exterior of the 2025 Beetle reissue pays incredible respect to the 1938 original while ensuring it stands as a viable, contemporary car. This gray version, in particular, feels like a museum piece that has been given a second life on today's roads. Interior. Now let's step inside, where the biggest surprises await. The 1938 Beetle was famously Spartan, bare bones, functional, and designed with affordability in mind. Fast forward to 2025, and Volkswagen has retained the spirit of simplicity but layered it with modern-day comfort, technology, and craftsmanship. The moment you open the door, you're greeted by a cabin that feels airy and nostalgic yet purposeful. The gray theme continues inside with a mix of soft-touch materials, vintage-inspired upholstery, and subtle chrome accents. The seats are wrapped in premium leather with classic stitching patterns that mimic the original fabric seats, but with far greater comfort and support. The front seats are manually adjustable, again, keeping the old-school vibe alive, but they're ergonomically designed for long drives, unlike the cramped seating of the past. The dashboard is where nostalgia and innovation truly collide. At first glance, it looks like the simple flat dash of the 1938 model, complete with a circular central speedometer. But take a closer look, and you'll notice it's been re-engineered with a digital display cleverly disguised behind a retro-style dial, This gives you all the modern information, range, navigation prompts, media, and driver alerts, while keeping the vintage look intact. The steering wheel is a 3-spoke design with a thin rim, another nod to the classic Beetle, but it now incorporates subtle controls for audio and driving modes. Even the gear selector has been designed to resemble the original long shifter, but it operates electronically, making it smooth and modern. Overall, the interior strikes a wonderful balance. It's a space where nostalgia doesn't suffocate you but instead makes you smile while enjoying the conveniences of modern driving. Performance. Now let's talk about what powers this reborn Beetle, because this is where things get really interesting. The original 1938 Beetle was known for its tiny air-cooled flat-4 engine that produced a modest 25 horsepower. It wasn't fast, it wasn't even meant to be fast. It was meant to be reliable and accessible. But in 2025, Volkswagen knew they had to elevate the performance while keeping the character intact. The new Beetle offers two distinct powertrain options. The first is a turbocharged 1.5-liter 4-cylinder gasoline engine producing around 150 horsepower. This option caters to purists who still want the sound and feel of a small but energetic combustion engine. It delivers smooth acceleration, a top speed of about 120 miles per hour, and a 0 to 60 time of just under 8.5 seconds. That may not sound blistering, but compared to the original Beetle, it's a rocket ship. The second option is perhaps the most exciting, a fully electric powertrain. With a single electric motor mounted at the rear, just like the original engine placement, this EV version produces 201 horsepower and instant torque. It can sprint from 0 to 60 in around 7 seconds and offers a driving range of about 250 miles on a single charge. Charging speeds are competitive too, with DC fast charging providing 80% juice in about 30 minutes. Handling has been vastly improved as well. The original Beetle was charming but hardly precise. The 2025 model features independent suspension, disc brakes on all 4 wheels, and electric power steering. The result is a car that feels nimble in the city, comfortable on highways, and fun to throw around tight corners. It's still not a sports car, but it wasn't meant to be. It's meant to be approachable, easy to drive, and full of personality. And personality is something this car delivers in spades. Whether you choose the turbocharged gas engine or the electric option, driving the Beetle is less about outright speed and more about connection. It makes you smile, it makes others smile when they see it, and it creates a sense of joy that's rare in today's car market. Prices. Now, let's get into the part many of you have been waiting for, pricing. The 1938 Volkswagen Beetle reimagined for 2025 is not a mass-market car. This is a specialty model aimed at enthusiasts, collectors, and those who value its heritage. The base gasoline version starts at around $32,000, which makes it surprisingly accessible given its retro appeal and modern features. The fully electric version is priced higher, starting at about $39,000. Depending on trim, customization options, and limited edition variants, prices can climb into the mid-$40,000 range. For collectors, this car holds an even greater value. Limited production numbers mean resale prices could remain strong in the coming years. And for fans of the Beetle, this 2025 reissue is more than just a car, it's a chance to own a piece of history that has been thoughtfully modernized for today. So, what do I think of the 1938 Volkswagen Beetle reborn in 2025, especially in this stunning gray finish? Honestly, it's one of the most successful retro reimaginings we've seen in recent years. It doesn't try too hard, it doesn't lose its soul, and it offers just enough modern comfort and performance to be viable in today's world. It's not about being the fastest, or the most luxurious, or the most high-tech. It's about spirit, personality, and heritage. And that's something no other car can quite replicate the way the Beetle does. For those who love cars with character, cars that tell a story every time you drive them, this is a masterpiece. The gray paint makes it understated and classy, perfect for enthusiasts who want something unique without being flashy. At the end of the day, the 2025 Beetle is proof that some legends never die, they simply evolve. So, would you buy the 2025 Beetle if you had the chance? Would you go for the gas version for that nostalgic rumble, or the EV version for modern performance? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more deep dive reviews like this one. Until next time, keep driving with passion and keep celebrating the cars that make us smile.